I love purple eyeshadow, but I'm sort of the opinion that it's this nighttime thing. So I've decided to make it more day friendly. I've already put makeup on my face. I've even tried to cover this thing up. And I used my L'Oreal Barely There Tinted Moisturizer SPF 20 in light, which I like. It's got a funky pump, which I think is really cool. It's not just squeeze out of the tube. Now I'm going to try Laura Mercier next, because we're going to talk about in a little bit. I'm going to get on and talk about what I want to try in the next year. And I used a little bit of my Camel Quad to try to cover up the acne, which did a really good job. You can't tell. And I used my NYX eyeshadow base, which I use a lot. And so the more expensive ones on here, which I own, but you know, I like to make makeup affordable for everybody. And my Makeup Forever, speaking of not affordable, my Makeup Forever HD powder, which I love. It gets rid of the shinies, and you can't, it's buildable without being ridiculous. Okay, for this look, I am going to use NYX. There's got to be a better way to do this. Oh, Ultra Pearl in Mania, which is a very sheer color. 24 Karat Gold by Coastal Scents. It's their gel eyeliner. And Jessie's Girl in Ultraviolet. Remember what I told you at Jessie's Girl? Always take that name and put it on the bottom, because otherwise you don't know what you've got. And a couple of the colors are pretty darn close. And I'm using a mirror from NYX that actually came with one of the shadow collections I love so much. Then we'll talk about my favorites for 2009 in a minute. And so you want to put the gold, 24 karat gold, all over your lid, obviously, but you want to carry it up just a tad, the beginning of your brow bone, because you really want something for that purple to adhere to. But you don't want to wing it out. Just keep it lid and brow bone. Okay. That's that. It's already, you know, gold, pretty highlighting. Now I'm going to just use the crummiest brush in the universe for this. This is a blending brush, but I just, you know, I come over here from the other side of the room with all my crap, and because usually the lighting's really good here, although I forgot that my sewing light's gone back to my sewing area. I'm just going to use this blending brush. I'm going to stick it in my NYX Pearl Mania, and it makes a horrible mess because the brush doesn't quite fit all the way. It's a little Cornell brush, and I'm going to get a good chunk of the color on here, and I'm just going to lightly tap it along the brow bone on the inner part of the lid, fading to the outside, and then I'm going to start to blend. And then up here, I just want it to be my highlight color. I don't want to highlight in here. I want my highlight to start more here. And then I left the purple, you know, where the purple's going to go all along. And because it's got that gold under, it gives it a little bit more intensity, so it doesn't look like and it's going to stay on longer. I got a hair on my face, I can feel it. I lost one of my MAC eyeshadow, or my MAC lipsticks. I am so pissed at myself right now. I mean, it's my responsibility to keep track of my stuff. And I have a place for everything, and everything in its place, and I've been through every purse I've used since I bought it. So now I gotta go back to the MAC store and buy another one because it's one of my favorites, and just then I'll find it. It's just how it works, kiddo. Okay, I don't want to go under or outside. You see? Just intense up in that brow bone area too, where we put the gold. Obviously you don't want to have it like in here intense. It's like this side. I want it to be there. And this is much more intense looking in real life than it is, of course, on the screen because we don't have the lighting. I can't tell how beautiful it is. The next thing I'm going to use is my Smashbox Proof Cream Eyeliner Palette. I think they got the names backwards in the back. I really, really do. I looked at this like 1,000 times, and the color they call putty is not putty, but the color at the other end looks like putty. So I'm going to take the thing off this mirror, which I haven't bothered to do yet. So what I'm going to do is to show you what color I'm using. I believe this is actually lava. I really do. And it's the silverish color up in here. And even with the gold, it's more gray than silver. So it doesn't come off as silver. And I love this because it goes on so easily. And everybody's main complaint is, oh, there's not very much in it. Well, actually, you know, there is. There's not if you're going to cover your lid, but I wouldn't cover my lid with this. And then I'm going to do the bottom. I am not going to do my waterline. I am just one of those people. And then I'll wing it out just a tad. It's winged on this side just a tad. But I mean really a tad. It's too much right now. I'll take it back down. God bless fingers. Now my e.l.f. My little blessing from e.l.f. And my shadow, which today is going to be L'Oreal's Voluminous, if I can find it, among all the stuff I'm about to review. Let me open up a shadow again, and let me open the shadow to look. No more poking myself in the eye. I didn't use any blush. I find myself 9 times out of 10 not. I don't know why that is. Because I don't have any fear of color. I just think that blush really needs a gentle hand. And if I go outside this time of year, I really don't need it. God, they're crazy long since I started using that Latisse. Crazy long. I mean, it looks like I've got falsies, and they're not. Last but not least, I'm going to choose my lipstick poison. Viva Glam 6, not the SE, just the regular Viva Glam 6 gloss. I hope we'll do it. And it was a MAC lipstick that I lost. Not cheap. About half the time I use gloss instead of lipstick with gloss. And that's the finished look. Just touch of purple, neutral-ish lip gloss, and as flawless a face as you can manage, obviously. That's there. But look, it's all still gone. I look really good. The skin's starting to look really snap in there. Happy about it. With your makeup.